Hey there YouTube friends, I thought I'd do a quick video today for those of you that might be having a moldy smell coming through the vents of your home. Rita and I actually have that problem now. Now I know the source of our problem already. We had a clogged AC condensate line and water backed up into the air handler and mold started to grow. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do about that today. Now from experience, I know if you do smell mold in your house, you want to try to address it quickly, because we bought a home in Florida and there was a mold issue with the air handler, and that caused me all sorts of health issues. So you want to address it fairly quickly. Now I'm going to start off by shutting off the AC at my thermostat over here. I'll go into the crawl space and also pull the breaker. But what I also want to show you while I'm here is you want to change your air filter, or at least check them fairly frequently. Now you can see I write the date when I changed the air filter, so I did this on August 20th, 2025. So that was less than a month ago, and it looks pretty clean. But you don't want your air filter looking dirty. If it looks dirty at all, it's a good time to change it. And I wouldn't recommend you get the cheap air filters. This one is a little bit more expensive, and you can see what it looks like. It looks nice and white. That's because it's new. Alright, so we're going to go into the crawl space now, and we'll pick it up from there. The one piece of advice I could give people that actually haven't bought a home yet is try to buy a home where the air handler is in a convenient spot. In the house in Florida, our air handler was in the attic, and in this house the air handler is way off in the distance over here in the crawl space. Now the house that we built in Pennsylvania, the air handler was in the laundry room, so we always had eyes on it. Issues usually arrive when a condensate line clogs up and then mold starts to grow in the air handler. You smell it, and at that point you already have an issue. Alright, now I'm going to go over there, but before I go over there, let me show you some things I have. I have a spray bottle with diluted bleach in it for any mold that we have. My flashlight, I have a drill with a socket on it so I could remove the panel. And I have some coil cleaner over here, so we'll clean the coil while we're at it. Now, full disclosure, this is the second time I'm doing it. The first time I did a good cleaning and I dried it out, but we still smell a little bit of that mold smell, so we're going to go over and tackle it. And when I say we, Rita's coming with me. She's doing the camera work over here. Yep. I don't know how many wives would go in a dirty crawl space, but I got one, so round of applause for Rita. Now we'll pick it up when we get over there. All right, now we're in real tight quarters over here, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the breaker, because we're working around electricity, so we don't want any issues. We're going to pull that breaker. Now there's no electricity going to the unit. Alright, now if you don't know what the condensate line is, it's this PVC pipe right here. And what happens is condensation builds up on the evaporator coil inside the air handler, and this is how it all drains out. Now if you follow my finger over here, this is where it connects to the air handler. Now last week when I tackled this, water was pouring out of this panel. There was a big flood here, and that's how I knew I had a clogged line. Now if you have a clogged line, what you could do is just disconnect this pipe right here, and if you could get it outside of your house, you run a hose through it. That's what I did to make sure water flowed through it. You could also put a little bleach in there or vinegar to help keep that line clear and kill any mold. But this was the source of the problem. Alright, now what I'm going to do now is I want to access the inside. So here are some screws. You can see that they look new, and that's because I replaced them. If yours look all rusty, it would be a good idea to replace yours as well. Alright, now I'm just going to open the panel and undo these screws right here. There's one, and one over here. There's two. Put them where you're not going to lose them. Okay, I had 5 little screws that I had to undo, and now I'll just take the panel off and lay it to the side. Okay, now last week when I came here, these wires were covered with mold and mildew, and the bottom of the box was pretty dirty. I cleaned that up. I'm just going to try to give it a secondary cleaning. Now, I'm going to try to get a shot of the fan over here. I'm going to try to get a shot of the inside. Now, some people call it the fan, some call it the blower, some people call it the squirrel cage, but this is what actually forces the air through your house. There's a fan in there that spins. See if I could get it to spin so you could actually see it. But if you call an AC guy for cleaning, they're not actually going to clean the fan because it's a big job to pull it out. They're going to charge you a lot more to pull the fan and actually clean it. But you should have your fan looked at and checked out. Now, I don't know if I could get it. I'm going to do my best to get a shot at it so you could actually see it spinning, and I'd like to know what it looks like. So if you have like a phone with a camera on it, or I'm using a little camera right now to see what it kind of looks like and see if I could inspect it, or if you have one of those inspection cameras that you buy at Harbor Freight or Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, that would be a help. Okay, now the best that Rita and I could do is clean this as best as we can. If the plenum is contaminated with mold or the ductwork, that's going to be beyond our scope of capabilities. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But for right now, I have my spray bottle of diluted bleach. I'm just going to spray it on a rag over here, and I'm just going to wipe down the box as best as I can. We did this last week and it looks pretty clean. You know, there's not much coming off the rag, as you can see. There's a couple of other spots where I see like some spots I missed last time right there on the wires, so I'll try to clean the wires a little bit. I have a toothbrush here that I'll just try to do the best I can, and that's all we could really do. All right, see, it's not too bad right now. Last week it was a lot worse. All right, now I'm just going to go as far as I can go and clean whatever I could clean. It'd be nice if I had gloves, but I forgot them. So don't forget your gloves when you're doing this. You can see it's a little dirty. So we're just going to keep cleaning and do the best we can. Okay, so now over here is the evaporator. So I'm going to spray that with the coil cleaner. And it's a foaming agent. And I don't have to worry about rinsing it. I'll just spray the foam on, and then when I turn the unit back on, the condensation will just wash it all down to the drain line. Right, so now I'm just going to spray the coils, and you'll see it has like a foaming agent on it. Alright, now I have a soft bristled toothbrush, and I'm just very gently working the cleaner into the coils. You don't want to be rough with this, and I have like literally no room. I can barely get my hand in here, so I'm just doing what I can. Now if you pay an AC guy, they'll usually have like a big spray bottle, and they'll just spray it. They might rinse it depending on what they're using, and they're going to charge you for it, you know. But there's a certain amount you could do yourself, and then if things are really bad, you just gotta call in a professional. Alright, I'm just going to put the panel back on. Sure it's nice and tight. Okay, now I'm going to put the breaker back in. Alright, now before we go back inside and I wrap it up and give you my final thoughts, I want to show you one thing on your outside unit. If you look on the back, you could usually find the year. So this was made in 2013, so it's 12 years old. Alright, so I turned the AC back on. We're done for the day. Now just some final thoughts. We did everything that we could do as far as keeping it clean. So the best you could do is keep your unit clean and keep good maintenance on it. Now my condensate line was clogged. That's my fault. I should have got down there and checked it out in the beginning of the season. So that's something that got beyond me. But we did everything that we could do for now. If the plenum is moldy, which I don't know if it is, that's the box that connects to the air handler, or the duct work is moldy, well, we'll have to address that. as time goes by. But the plan is now is over the coming weeks, we're just going to keep the AC running and see if we still smell it. If we still smell it, then we know we have to investigate further and see what we could do. Now, one final note that I want to leave you with is if you do end up replacing your system at any point, you should really get as many estimates as you can, because when we were in Florida, we end up changing the entire system. We had the ductwork done, we had a new system put in, and at the time, I think it was about 2016 or 2017, it cost us $7,000. But we got estimates as high as $15,000. So somebody wanted to get over on us, charge us $15,000, somebody else did it for $7,000. That's a huge difference. So get as many estimates as you can and educate yourself as much as you can. So that's it for now. We'll let you know in the description box as time goes on how we made out. Share your experience with us, send some comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We got more DIY stuff coming up all the time, so stay tuned. We'll catch you next time.